Good morning, Golf Mike 4. Hey British, good morning. I'm just sitting in a parking deck here just north of the Gulf of Mexico and Gulf Shores, Alabama. Once I get a few things done on the computer, I'll drive around and show you guys what's going on here in town. Looks like the delay on the video is about a minute. JGG, good morning. Hey Kevin. Okay, so let's drive around and see what's going on. That's the Gulf of Mexico. Wonder if I can make it zoom. Nope, not while it's live streaming. I'm live streaming with the GoPro right now. You can see how that goes on this trip. I'm backing out of the parking garage here. Bill, the HF still isn't hooked up at the truck, so no HF on this trip, unfortunately. You guys can follow the where I am with the link in the description. It's I'm not going anywhere near a lift. You follow where I am with the link in the description. That's the APRS link, shows where I am. And like I said, I'm in Gulf Shores, Alabama. There's a little bit of ponding on the roads, maybe from overwash, not sure. And I'm heading due east right now, and the winds are coming straight at me. So the winds are east at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. Water on the road here. Hey, Jordan. It's going to be a long ride. I won't be live the whole time. I'll take some breaks. They're not expecting landfall until almost 24 hours from now. Hurricane Sally is moving very slowly. You guys can see there's water on the road here. I'm assuming it's probably salt water, so I'm trying to miss it. I'd like to see the northern lights. That's one thing I've never been able to do. So on the current forecast track, Gulf Shores probably will take the brunt of the storm. I think they still don't know exactly where it's going to go because I was just kind of meandering around. Not a whole lot of steering currents right now. Hey David Settlement, hope you're doing well today. I haven't looked lately, but it was not moving very fast this morning at all. I think it was moving about 2 miles per hour this morning. Hey, Michelle. I'm going to turn back around and go back down towards the Gulf. Not a whole lot happening up here right now. Who's the other mobile ham time trader? Yeah, Michelle, I think if it's hard to hear me, it's because of the microphone on the GoPro. Everything's a trade-off. I can figure out how to put a lapel mic on me sometime, but not today. Hey, Panama City. You guys getting much rain over in Panama City yet? So this here that we're looking at is actually high water. Thank you, Aspiff 120. So that's water that's already coming up. I assume that's probably a canal there. And the water's up into the parking lot. You can see the gazebos down there in the distance, that they're kind of getting covered up. So, and this is people's backyards. So water's coming up. We'll keep an eye on the water. We'll get out of here before the water gets over the road and can't get out of here. Yeah, I'm at Gulf Shores, and if you look and go to the description, the first link in the description of this video gives you a link to APRS, which shows you pretty much in real time, as long as I have good data connectivity, where I am. And one of the cool things you can do, I don't know how to do it because I'm always driving around, but you can click and look at the street view of where I am and see what stuff looked like prior to all this happening. Road here to the right is closed because of water. I'll pull into the Remax parking lot and get where we can see it. A lot of this stuff is probably salt water, so I'm not going to drive through it as much as I can stay out of it. So we're still 20 hours away from predicted landfall, and already a lot of the roads are, well, some of the roads, I guess, are underwater. And I would, from what I can tell, this is coming from the canal. So I'm looking at the original Oyster House since 1983 is the building across the street there. And the road is under, it looks like about 6 to 8 inches of water at this time. If I remember right, high tide was a couple of hours ago. Yeah, in Panama City, you guys are actually getting whacked more than we are so far. And a lot of the raining's going to go inland, north of Florida into Georgia and stuff. So there's going to be, I think they're calling for 20 to 30 inches of rain in some spots. So this will probably turn into another experience, kind of like we had in the aftermath of Florence, with a lot of flooding. All right, so let's drive around and see what else we can see. I decided to come all the way over here so that I can get east of the bridge and the tunnels there across at Mobile, Alabama, and across Mobile Bay, because I understand they close those bridges and tunnels pretty quickly. So I decided to get over here in case they decided to close them. I didn't want to get stuck over there and not be able to be on the east side of it after the storm. If later in the day it looks like the storm's going to go further west and the bridges are open. It looked like they were closing the tunnel that I was in, because some people came in right after I went through the tunnel. There were some cops behind me that stopped with their lights on. It looked like they may have been closing the tunnel, but I don't know if they were or not. But if it's open and if the hurricane goes a little more to the west, I'll see if I can get back over there. (146.76), tone 100. I'll punch that in when I get stopped here. So I'm coming up right now. This road where I'm going to turn left is called East-West Beach Boulevard, and they have the access down to the beach closed, and I asked a couple cops if I could go down there and they said no. Beach is closed. Keep out. This GoPro appears to be making a nicer picture than the iPhone. I think we will be pleased with it. Back there. Winds right now are averaging about 30 miles per hour with gusts up to 42 so far. And they're out of the east. The max was 43.1 miles per hour just now. And the pressure is 29.76. Up here. Go back west and see if we can find some more flooding. Oh, hey, Alfonso. I didn't know that was you, ASPIFF. My favorite Spanish business partner in a drone business ever. By far, you're my favorite Spanish business partner in a drone business that measured telephone poles. I mean, by far, of all of them, you were the most favorite one, Alfonso. spot here, we might be able to get where we can see some of the water a little better than before. Let me turn around and see if we can do that. Waffle House report is all Waffle Houses are open with full menus right now. Zero, I'm in a Suburban. I don't think I should drive too far up here. Hey, Eddie. On the window, see if you guys can hear the sound. Hey Salvatore, if you could use Google Translate to translate into English for us. The mods don't speak Italian, and they try to moderate everything. So if you could translate your stuff into English, that would be very helpful. I appreciate it. And thank you for watching too. Down some side roads. Whoops, that's not a road. Go down some side roads and see if we can find some flooding. Thank you, K4SRS. Appreciate that. I already got some line crews that are out here. Thank you, Steve. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind howling through the wires or not. I'm going to be quiet and see if you can hear it. So, you guys, Alfonso, who's ASPIFF, and I, 3 years ago, we had this video, had this business where we were measuring the distance between telephone poles with drones, and we did a whole measurement of stuff down in Fort Myers, Florida, for a fiber optic cable installation, and then Hurricane Irma came and destroyed everything that we had measured. That's what I was talking about before. I have seen a few pedestrians, yes. Hey, Sammy from Jersey. Hey, Isaiah, are you back from California, or are you still out there? If Isaiah is who I think he is, Isaiah is one of the ones that helped us get some people out of a nursing home, or actually a old folks like retirement home type place. My family is not with me. They don't travel with me for storm chasing, no. So guys, this is the calm before the storm, which will probably last for another 18 or 24 hours. Nice to have you here, Isaiah. Go back out to the main road. Saw my friend Jim Cantori this morning over in Gulfport, which is where I spent the night last night, and he was lobbying really hard to be able to be sent over this way. But I think they're leaving him in Gulfport. Last I saw, it looks like he's still over there. Oops. Power's out at this intersection, at least. Here it looks like they're letting media and people like that into this area over here. Thank you, Isaiah. So Isaiah, were you following the channel before we met? Okay, cool. As I was saying when I was sitting at the stoplight, Isaiah and I met like 2 or 3 weeks ago in Lake Charles, Louisiana, after the landfall of Hurricane Laura. And I had come across some people who were left behind in some HUD housing, and the ones who we pay our taxpayer dollars to help them did not help them. And Isaiah was one of the group that helped get these people out of there to safety, which was a really cool thing for him to do. If I remember right, Isaiah, you had some really cool GMRS radios in your truck, if I remember correctly. starting to get a nice little band coming through here. Water's coming up here. We're only a couple hundred feet, maybe 100 yards from the edge of the water. So you can see there's some onlookers here, some people watching what's going on. Hey Ron, thanks for that. But yeah, I don't spend much time looking at websites, although now I can look at a website and still live stream, because I'm live streaming from the GoPro using my phone's personal hotspot. But driving around, I probably try not to. Anyway, you guys can see there's a family there. Looks like mom, dad, and little boy out here watching the waves. I believe the tide is going down right now. Jason, N5VHD, you're welcome, thank you. And Ron, KF4UPI, thank you. Maryland Sides, West Beach, is that here near Gulf Shores? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to just sit here for a little while and let you guys watch the waves crash and the people out on the beach. If anybody has any questions, now's the time to ask them. Somebody's coming up on my left riding a skateboard. Skateboard riding in a hurricane with an umbrella. That's a new one to me. So it looks like he's going to use the umbrella as a sail. That'd be kind of cool. At our QTH, we can't hear SARnet. We're in one of the no coverage areas there for SARnet, so no, I don't monitor it. Typically, when I'm monitoring, I monitor the 147.240 repeater in Daytona Beach. So Maryland, if you guys want to come say hi, you're welcome to. I'm over here. I don't know what the name of this parking lot is. I'm right next to
50NJ, KM4AO2, did you copy?
a place called the Pink Pony Club. I think I can see on my phone, it looks like you can see the clouds whipping by. I wish there was a way to zoom the GoPro while you're live streaming. It looks like you can't. Give a little bit different view here. Like somebody else is live streaming here. I don't know who they are. Okay, here's the hangout. All right, let's see what you're talking about. Starting to come up. I got this guy's way. We met in Huntsville in 2019. Ron, I wish I could remember. I meet so many people, and the West Nile virus that I got just before or just after the Huntsville Ham Fest has messed up my memory pretty bad. I'm going to stick the anemometer out the window here and let's see how much wind we have right now. Kind of protect a little bit. Just a little while ago we had a gust of 43. Right now the winds where I am are 10 miles per hour. Yeah, Sally's been sitting there and spinning for a good day and a half now, hasn't it? So if you guys like the live stream, please subscribe to the channel, HamRadio.World. You can hit the little bell button so that you are notified whenever we upload a video or go live. Most of what we do is actually not storm chasing, but is ham radio related. I'm going to move the camera just a little bit so you can see more of the sky. kids are all ham radio operators, and primarily on the channel are our daughters Faith, Hannah, Hope, and Grace, whose call signs are Kilo Delta 3 Zulu, Kilo Echo 3 Golf, or November Delta 2 Lima, and Kilo Echo 3 Golf. They do a lot of fun, cool things with ham radio. They also have a cool business called Shack in a Box. That is http://www.shack-in, that's in-a-box.com. Michelle, if you can put that up, or if one of the moderators can put that up, that would be fantastic. And what the girls do with that is they build ham radio go kits. They also build solar generators and battery boxes. A lot of cool things. I've got one of their solar generators with me right now. Won't be doing much solar generating today or tomorrow, but it's got a 50 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery in it. All right, here goes this guy. I'm gonna follow him. Watch this. This guy is using his umbrella as a sail for his skateboard. That's kind of cool. It's like a male Mary Poppins on a skateboard. There you go. You won't see that on Reed Timmer's live shot because he's not here. But that's pretty funny. That is, I wondered if he was going to do that when he walked by a little earlier. Thank you, Michelle, for putting that up. Okay, so Shack in a Box, this is the business the girls do. They make really cool stuff. And I get the storm chase. What I'll do after this is over is, if there's a huge flooding issue, I can help on the ground. Okay, let's make Alfonso an administrator. I gotta find out Alfonso. Add moderator. Alfonso, you're an administrator. I thought you were one, or a moderator. Anyway, after this is all over, if there's a lot of flooding, I can help do a needs assessment, or will help do a needs assessment for a group called Aerobridge. And Aerobridge, you can think something like crowd airlifts. They have a lot of volunteers who